What is good? What is good? It is Mikey T, the movie star, the most hated yet anticipated Mikey T, the movie star. I'm in the building tonight, you guys, and we have a couple interesting stories to talk about. We have a couple dope stories to talk about, man. The hip hop news is really going crazy today when it comes to our incarcerated brothers. I'm talking about Skinny Me, and I'm also talking about Fat Trel. Um, we got updates on both of those artists tonight. I actually had a pretty detailed conversation with Skinny Me. He had hit me up because we had planned on doing some work in the near future, not to spoil any plans, you know what I mean? We got some dope work in the future. I saw that Leaf Ward was actually shouting Skinny Me out. Leaf Ward was shouting Skinny Me out, and Skinny was actually telling me their relationship goes back pretty far. So in the near future, hopefully I can tell you guys more about that because those are things that interest me when it comes to the hip hop community. Hearing about how a guy like Skinny Me put on for somebody before they had all the backing that they have now. Skinny really believed in a young Leaf Ward, or you know what I mean? It's like you see things like this and it's like, wow, that guy really had an eye for talent. Oh wow, Mikey T, what up? What up, Tiz? I appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Major salute to you for tapping in tonight and everybody for tapping in. My guy Ethan in the building tonight. Major salute to you. Hope everybody's having a good night, man. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I have an epic show planned. I have an epic show planned for you guys. We have some dope news. We have some dope news and we have some interesting topics. You know what I'm saying? What it do? What it do? Marcus 42 is in the building. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for tapping in. So you know what that means. Dallas is in the building tonight. That's right. And everybody's just coming from Houston from the major battles. We actually just did an interview with Kaboom last night. I don't know if you guys missed it. I don't know if y'all were tuned in or not, but we just had a major interview with Kaboom. And that went off the charts the other night. Really successful interview. Appreciate Kaboom for tapping in and actually giving us the live perspective, because Boom was actually there and he witnessed a number of the battles in person. So it's always great to have a live perspective. I actually just wrapped up. Okay, that's what's up. Louis Peasy said he saw the interview with Kaboom last night. What's going on, son? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Major salute to you. Marcus 42 said he's seen it. Jonathan Wren, Mikey G. That's right, it's Mikey T, but you can call me Mikey G if you want, man. It's all perspective. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, that's Mikey. That's my G. It's all what you want to do, man. But like I said, or before I got to it, I was actually going to tell you all I actually wrapped up an interview with Kay Walker today. I actually wrapped up an interview with Kay Walker, and we got some news about Fat Trel today as well that we're gonna go over. Some news about Fat Trel because everybody's probably seen his case. It spanned quite a number of years. Yeah, son, we're gonna be talking about Fat Trel. We're gonna be getting started with Fat Trel. His case has been going on for a number of years. It really seemed like at a certain point in time, Fat Trel had made it. When he started attracting the attention of guys like Chief Keef, and he started attracting the attention of Master P, and then he moved on to attract the attention of Rick Ross. It really seemed like Fat Trel was going to be the next artist up. In all honesty, you guys, I really thought Fat Trel was next up, and it seemed like he was going to be the next artist that was the focal point of MMG. From what we saw, from Wale and Meek Mill, and Stali came and he didn't really take off. So then there was a new signing, a new group of MMG, and Fat Trel was really the one from that group who I think was going to take off. Now, why didn't Fat Trel take off? Why didn't Fat Trel take off, you guys? Let's talk about that. There could be a number of reasons. What up? What up? What up? Nice guy. What up? Nice guy. KT 420 in the building. Salute to you. Shouts out to the chat and sturdy free AR Rab in the West and the rest. Excuse me. Yep, that's right. Free the brother AR Rab, free Skinny Me, and free Fat Trel. Today we're actually going to be speaking on the sentence that Fat Trel has been given. He's been sitting up for quite some time now, y'all. Fat Trell has been sat up for quite some time now, from one altercation where he had actually got caught with fake money, and then a whole nother altercation where it was a DUI. He had a DUI, and then they found him in possession of a bunch of drugs, apparently. Um, so those are the case. That's the case that we're gonna go over first. Fat Trell's sentence. Um, Let me see. Let me bring up the information right now, you guys, because as I wait for my co-host to come up, excuse me for the delay. Free Skinny. That's right. That's right. What's good with Skinny? Well, I have some in-depth information to read about Skinny momentarily. We're going to get into the Fat Trail. Yeah, so they actually posted this on the justice.gov page. So it's real information. Listed that the DC felon was sentenced to 30 months in federal prison for illegal possession of a ghost gun, firearm, and 10 rounds of ammunition. So 30 months in jail, you guys. That is 2.5 years. Fat Trell is going to be sitting up for 2.5 years for that charge. Now, it occurs to me that Trell has probably already been sitting up for about 2 years, y'all. Fat Trell's actually already been sitting up for about 2 years, potentially more, possibly more, maybe 2 years and a couple months, maybe a little bit less. So Fat Trell could be coming home as early as this year. We have 4 more months this year, so maybe early 2022. Fat Trell could be coming home. So that is actually really good news for Fat Trell to get 30 months in this case. A lot of people or a lot of reports were suggesting that he could be getting as much as 10 years for the possession of the ghost gun. And thank God that's not the case, because Fat Trell getting 10 years, that would have made him have to serve at least 7 to 8 more years, putting him in a position where he was probably in jail into his early 40s, or he was 40. Sun says that he's already been in for 2. Yeah, he's been in for about 2 years. Fat Trell's cases, but you got to understand, he's been locked up on unrelated issues as well. Fat Trell has actually been locked up on unrelated issues as well. Anthony White, we're still not going with the show just yet, man. We're kind of in the pre-show right now, my brother. So just go give it a second. But I do appreciate you tuning in, Anthony. Amanda, what's going on? What's going on with you, Amanda? Tiz, I would imagine that Skinny is still in pick as he awaits going on trial or whatever happens with his case. Now, I didn't get a specific as to where Skinny Me is located right now, but we did have a decent enough conversation to where he gave me some information that I feel comfortable telling y'all about tonight, because he talked about his clique, he talked about his group, he talked about the marketing that he was doing for himself, all a bunch of things that I'm actually interested in talking about tonight. Honey Nicole says he definitely should have time served, especially if that's his sentence in total. He will be home soon. Yeah, Nicole. That's another thing I was just mentioning with Trel's time. You got to look at the other charges that he was facing as well, and why he was sitting in jail in those instances, as to maybe he was serving other time. So those are other things. Once we get a clear release date, we can come on here and present that. Some people are saying he'll be home as early as December, though. Some people are saying that. You got to remain hopeful. I think by all accounts, he will be home in 2022. What up, Ashad? How you doing tonight? Appreciate you for tapping in. Do me a favor, share this video. Nick Miller, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for tapping in as well. Share this video, my guys. Tiz said, free the sturdy. And I'm going to bring in my co-host tonight, my guy, SV Wiz, the
Yes, sir.
Fire.
Mikey T, what's up, bro? Much love and respect. What's up with you?
Twiz, how you feeling, man? How you feeling, G's?
Oh, man, great, man. Life is good. I can't complain, man. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm still riding. You know what I'm saying? We just came off of a dope interview last night with
Abs-
Kaboom. For
Absolutely.
anybody, for anybody who missed it, I'm gonna cut up a few pieces of that because I feel like we covered quite a few topics. That the culture, the hip hop community, the battle rap community wanted to hear about.
Absolutely. We touched up on, you know, everything people wanted to know, the questions that people was asking. Yeah, I mean, we gave it to y'all first and foremost, raw and uncut, you know what I mean? And we got, Kaboom got into a lot of detail about things, everything that's going on. So if y'all ain't check it out, make sure y'all check it out. Like Mikey said, he chopping it up, so it could be broken down if y'all don't got time to watch the full stream, but y'all know how we carry it.
Yep, I was also able to speak with Kay Walker, who was out there with Reed Dollars, and I got him to break down his relationship with Reed Dollars as well as his thoughts on. Well, he really went over all the battles, man, and he named Chess versus Easy the Block Captain as his favorite battle of the night as well. But also, he said something that was interesting to me, Twiz. He said Easy the Block Captain is really one of the new faces of Philly.
Yeah, he is one. Even though he didn't just come out within the past 2 years or nothing like that, he came out, did some time, and now it's like, the whole world seeing him. So as far as him being the face, definitely. KT, what's up, bro? Much love and respect. You already know. Nick, what's good, bro? Chilling, man. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. What's up, Luis? Much love and respect, bro. You already know how we carry it. Salute to the whole chat. We standing tall, y'all.
Honey says she came here for Fat Trel. Hopefully, no more charges. Thank you for keeping us updated, Mikey T. Keep up the great work. Ashad Mayo says, "What's up, Twiz?"
A shot. What's good? I can't complain, man. Much love and respect always. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I hope y'all ready for, what we gonna get into tonight.
Let's tap in on Fat Trel, Twiz. Let's talk about Fat Trel, a man who rose from the ranks. He's from DC. You know what I mean? He rose from the ranks. He started making waves, getting records with Chief Keef. He attracted the attention of Master P. When was the first time that you became aware of Fat Trel, though, Twiz? Mine
Definitely,
was Mine was literally at a concert when Chief Keef and him performed a song called Russian Roulette that they had together. And I was like, wow, this guy has something.
absolutely, definitely with the Chief Keef right there. Like when I first seen him, from his appearance and everything, I assumed he was, from Chirac also. You know what I mean? But then I really dug into it more and got to understand who he was and everything. And, it just shows you how, heavy his wave was, just from the names you just mentioned right then and there, being from DC and being able to connect. Much love, much love. DC in the building.
Major salute. We're just gonna talk about Fat Trel for a little bit. That'll be our first topic. Trel has really, he's been in jail for quite some time now. Somebody in the chat says he served about 2 years, but if you remember, Twiz, his first charges seemed to come when he had got caught with that illegal money or that fake money in
Facts.
one of the casinos. And that and you know what? As a fan, you know what I mean, as a journalist, you could write that one off. Okay, maybe he got some bad paper or something like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it could definitely be some bad paper, but sometimes, you know, um, when you chasing the dollar, man, and you really want it, you know what I'm saying? It can go either way, man. You know what I'm saying? It's some fugazi money out there that, people really feel like they can probably slip it past certain people or take it places and swap it over. So who knows the situation, you know what I mean?
Yep. And so after that, he had got let out. You know what I mean? Obviously, you could fight that charge, possibly win.
Definitely.
You know, um,
Definitely.
you could possibly win even if you are guilty, right?
Facts.
But you know what I mean? It just comes with having the ability to fight it. But then I read up about him getting caught on another charge where he was caught driving under the influence and then in possession of things other than marijuana. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It happens, man. And it's all about the money you got when you stepping in them courtrooms, and whoever representing you, because we seen it happen with celebrity rappers on high rankings, and then the case gets swept under the rug. So it's all about who defending you and how much money you can put behind them lawyers, because a lot of things can get cleaned up if you're bread right. You know what I mean? Long as it ain't like no federal case or nothing like that.
So he's catching these charges, man. And this guy had moved on from Master P to Rick Ross. Now, he went from working with Master P, one of the biggest names in the music industry, well, not at the time, but one of the biggest names the music industry ever saw.
Thanks.
Like Twiz, when when Fat Trell was working with Master P, Fat Trell, I think, suggested, let's get Chief Keef on this song. It was a song that went ganja, ganja. I've been
Thanks.
smoking ganja. And you know what? What did Master P do? Poof. Fat Trell was working with Chief Keef. Why move on from that situation when you're working with Master P, who can put you in any situation you want? He moved on to Rick Ross about as quick as you could snap your finger.
Yeah, it's true. We never know what was going on behind scenes also. Only he would know that. Sometimes, people like Master P, like he have so much things going on, he might not be able to put 100% focus on, what he had going on as far as music wise. Whereas though Rick Ross was like 2 feet in the music game, that's all he was. It wasn't nothing really else that he was really focused on. And a lot of times, man, when people get a chance to be in the industry, it's like you might be working with Rick Ross, but you might have always wanted to do a song with Drake. You might have always wanted to do a song with Wayne. So I feel like he was spreading out his resume and his relationships instead of being stuck in one place and having to count on, P to set everything up for him.
Okay. All right. Because I had said before you logged in, Twiz, I honestly believe that Fat Trell was going to be the next coming of MMG to follow Meek Mill and to follow Wale. I honestly believe that Fat Trell was going to be that next artist. I mean, the way they had presented him, he kind of looked a little bit like a smaller version of Rick Ross. You're like, oh, damn, he's like a skinnier version of Rick Ross. I could see why Rick Rose would want to push him. You know what I mean? How did you feel when he got that deal with Rick Ross, man? Did you look at him like he was going to blow up? A lot of people just never let him go above the underground scene.
Well, that's just how it goes sometimes when you just, got, such the trench appearance, what I mean? Everything about you is the trenches. So sometimes they just try to keep you at that label. But, I feel like, it's definitely not over for him, man. I mean? It's not over for him. The real prophecy in the building. Salute.
I love it. Twiz said it is not over for Fat Trel. Fat Trel actually was caught in possession of what they call a ghost gun, not a golden gun from the 007 franchise, a ghost gun, Twiz. You ever heard of this?
Absolutely.
Oh, you have? Oh, okay. So
Absolutely. I'm familiar. You know what I mean?
they had reported that Fat Trel was going to get as much as 10 years for this, Twiz.
Yeah, they don't play with them ghost Jones, man. They be trying to roof you when you get caught with them Jones because, they like untraceable and all that. So, so a lot of times you be blessed if you get booked with one of them and you don't gotta have to deal with them letter boys. The best thing that you could deal with is having to deal with the state for getting caught with one of them Jones.
So we've got the report here. Justice.gov actually reported that DC felon was sentenced. Now, Twiz, let's read into that title real quick. They don't even list him as DC rapper, you know?
Yes.
They list this man as DC felon, you know? I mean, if it was Wale, it would have been DC rap star, right?
Yeah.
They've
Yep.
got Fat Trel listed as DC felon, and DC felon was sentenced to 30 months in federal prison for illegal possession of a 40 caliber ghost gun firearm and 10 rounds of ammunition. Now, Twiz, 30 months in federal prison. That is approximate. That's exactly 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's light, you know what I mean? That's a blessing of a sentence, bro, for that. Like he gonna do that with his feet kicked up. You know what I mean? He could have easily where they could have been like, bro, yeah, that ain't nothing. You do that standing on your head, bro. That's like a blessing. His lawyers did a great job. For sure. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I want to say, a lot of people are saying that Fat Trel could be home as early as this year. There's
Hmm.
somebody in the chat said Fat Trel has been locked up for 2 years now, so that would have him serving only 6 more months. But Twiz, with the other charges that we spoke on, the counterfeit money, the and the other charge of the intoxicated driving. Do you think he might have ran through that time already, or do you think that could pack on a bit more time?
Most likely he probably ran through it. It just depends if he got sentenced. Like if you fighting, if you got cases in different places, like you would get sentenced for that. Say for instance, he was still fighting the other cases, they will be bringing him from that jail, and he would still be going to court. For the other things. The only good thing is, you know, um, you still get that time counted for. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the fact, his other cases definitely shouldn't hold that much. Definitely free Biggie with the weight off.
Okay. All right. West Philly's checking in. Major salute to West Philly. And for everybody in here right now, I actually pinned up my new interview with Saigon speaking on his battle with Vado. That's right. That's going to be one of our topics tonight. We're actually going to tap in on that joint right there. Vado, everybody remembers Vado from Dipset, as well as his affiliation with We the Best and DJ Khaled. Um, Anthony Jones says if he has been locked up for 2 years, he will be immediately released with the feds. He will he will have already done too much time. If he has already done 2 years and he gets 2.5 years, they're saying that he will immediately be released from the feds, Twiz.
Well, I heard like a lot of times in the feds, people don't be doing they full time. So he should be home within 4 to 6 months. You know what I mean? He should definitely be home within 4 to 6 months. Even if he got to max out, he gonna be home before next summer. You know what I mean? So the timing gonna be great.
Yeah, and also we had just spoke on it, but famous Dex was sentenced to 364 days, just under a year, and he was released after only a few days in jail.
Yeah, that he put it, you know what I'm saying? He a smooth criminal, man. You know what I mean? That's good money right there. You know the money talks, man. Like money talks. And that's the good thing about with the music and all of that. It's like, this is a career. Let this artist get home. We got a plan for him to be on tour for the next year. You know what I'm saying? They got so many people in their corner and stuff.
Major salute to the landlord. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. John Cooley says he should be in a halfway house now. Um, What do you think about that, Twiz, now that he's officially, because one of the things about it was he was waiting to get his sentence. Like he was sort of
Yeah,
like AR Rab. He was waiting to get his sentence for a lot of time. Like I remember in January, he had thought he was going to be sentenced. He thought he was going to get 3 years in jail. He was asking for the minimum, which was 3 years, I believe, or something like that. And obviously, it wasn't 3 years because he got 30 months. But he thought they were going to give him 3 years, and he still didn't get sentenced in January. And here we are, the end of September. He was sentenced on September 24th. So
definitely.
how long do they usually wait before they put you in a halfway house if your time is coming up?
Well, I don't know how the letter boys work, you know what I mean, how them Jones work, but one thing I do know for a fact is, I had, people that I've known that was like, did time in the feds and like when they was on their way out, they got like different custody levels of prisons, like, and they put you on like the lowest custodies. Them Jones be like placement, bro. Like they be in there cooking seafood and everything in them Jones. Like you even have some people that be escaping from them because they be so sweet and open because they supposed to be like a step closer to the streets. So if he not necessarily in a halfway house, most likely, I'm not sure what prison he in right now, but if he was in like a max joint or something, his custody level is going to change, and they're going to put him in a more comfortable prison.
All right. Well, hopefully Fat Trell has gone through the worst of it now and he's going to start to make his, you know what I mean, his way back to coming home and working in the music industry. Before we move on to the next topic, Twiz, I want to ask you, what do you think, and I'll ask the chat, what do you guys all think is going to come for Fat Trell in 2022 in the years that follows? Twiz, how do you think he's going to, reacclimate into the new music scene? Who do you think might show up to give him a little bit of guidance?
I feel like he got a lot of connects with artists and things of that nature. So most likely, they probably going to see when he come home, what he's getting into. So if he come home and do his music thing, that's when I feel like people going to be reaching out to him and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Sometimes people sit back and see what you're going to do when you first come home.
Man, Twiz, how hard is it going to be? I haven't had too much experience with Drank or,
Hmm.
30s or anything like that. But
Hmm.
how hard is it going to be for this guy? How hard is it going to be for Fat Trell to stay away from that lifestyle, man, and maybe just smoke squares?
You mean like as far as like taking 30s and things of that nature?
Yeah, and like, filling up that purple drink, man. Some of these guys, they get bored without it, for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time. Chief Keef left it alone.
I feel like when you come home, that's the easiest time to break away from it. As long as you wasn't really, getting your hands on things while you was booked. So first and foremost, when you dealing with stuff like that, you gotta within understand that, like, I don't want that no more. This joint throwing me off, whether you killing money, because that's definitely expensive. You know what I mean? Get on like that juice and them 30s and all that, bro. Like that joint is a whole nother bill. Like, so at the
Yeah,
end of the
man.
day, facts. So
I remember one time I was actually really leaning. And let me tell you, that shit was not fun, Twiz. I was like, you're like leaning. You're like not standing straight. You're like leaning. You know what I mean? It's like that is not fun, man. That is not fun to me. It was actually New Year's Eve in Boston. Yeah. I actually had some
Yes.
drink. I had like 8 ounces. You know what I'm saying? I had like 8 ounces
Okay, Mikey.
and we was leaning. It was that, that official shit that the doctor give you.
Facts.
But
Purple.
yeah,
You was sipping the purple.
yes, it was purple.
Okay.
We were mixing it with the Sprite. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so yeah, man, I really wish the best for Fat Trel. When we talk about what his future will hold in the music industry, I think Fat Trel has a really dope voice. I think he has a voice that a lot of people remember and they want to hear on record again. So I think that's something that's going to help him. He's not going to sound really all that foreign. Plus, he never
hmm
really got his chance, Twiz, to break onto the mainstream, wouldn't you say? Like he really hasn't broken through to the mainstream yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he definitely got fans around, but he didn't get to reach his highest potential yet. And I feel like that's what he definitely going to do when he get home. Because I know for a fact, if he wasn't writing or working on music while he was in there fighting, after he got his sentence, he definitely in there writing. You know what I mean? So he on his way home. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
motivation right there.
And from the look of it, they cleared out from the look of it, they cleared out his IG page, Twiz, so it looks like they're gonna start new.
Yeah, that's something like, build it back up from scratch. You know what I mean? He gonna be able to make it happen. All he need is come out, have a nice body and work. He gonna get shout outs for being home, and that's going to attract the funnel to his page.
So before we get into talking about Skinny Me, I want to let everybody know that SV Twiz I want to let everybody know that SV Twiz and I are going to be doing a review of Dark Low's new album, Extreme Measures with Havoc. Twiz, how do you feel about that, man? I know you're a big Dark Low guy, but how does it feel to see him actually working with a guy like Havoc from Mobb Deep?
It's lit, man, to see, like legends from the game to reach out to, the up and coming artists, the people that's not, a celebrity they self, you know what I mean? It just shows you that it's just like dealing with like Benny Butcher or somebody like that, where I know Butcher is known around the world, but you had um like Wu-Tang loving them and things of that nature. Like, it's just it's a heavy situation right there, you know what I mean? That just shows you that, he's looked at as a part of real hip hop, his style of music and things of that nature.
Yeah, man. Darklow has actually released two other projects since he's been home. He dropped Borrowed Time with Harry Fraud, and he dropped the Charlie Pope album with V Don, and now he's doing Extreme Measures, which is the name of his record label, as well with Havoc. Um, Twiz and I are going to be doing a review on Extreme Measures. You'll be stay tuned for that later this week. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out our review of the BMF trailer. You know what I'm saying? We're touching some topics on that one. What do you think
Definitely.
about Dark Low actually doing something different? He's going project to project with different producer Twiz rather than having an array of producers on a project.
Well, I feel like he was just probably trying to do as much as he can before he went. You know what I mean? Before he went in. You know what I mean? He was trying to play the hand he was dealt as good as he can. You know what I mean? So he definitely was, trying to push his pen as much as he could.
What up with you, Carlos? I appreciate you tapping in. I hope everybody enjoyed that opening topic that Twiz and I just did with Fat Trel. If you're just tuning in, Fat Trel has been sentenced to 30 months in jail. And with all the talk of him potentially facing 10 years the ghost over the ghost gun, Twiz was saying how them joints they're looked at like in a different way. So for him to actually get 2.5 years, it's actually a blessing. And an even bigger blessing on top of that is that most of that time is going to be ate up from time served.
Facts.
Major salute, JR. Appreciate you for tapping in. He said, "What up, fellas? Good job."
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate that. Chris Top in the building. Salute to you, G's. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. We're going to be talking about Skinny Me right now. Skinny Me had told me, he said, "I love doing shit with my people. I had 12 members in my murder gang group. Shit was lit." And that year, a few years back, Skinny Me group, the Murder Gang, were actually nominated at the Philly Hip Hop Awards, and they won. Actually, no, I don't know if they won, but they were actually nominated for best group. No, hold on. Let me see if Skinny told me. He said, "The winners was us that year," Skinny Me told me. He said, "I came in the game and I was taking over fast." Twiz, what do you remember first seeing about Skinny Me? Were you tapped in when he was running with the Murder Gang?
No, I wasn't really tapped in with him. I was just familiar with the murder gang from Philly. You know, I didn't know about Skinny Me as far as rap wise until like Ad presented him. But when I saw some old Jones with Skinny on there, he was a young boy, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Murder Gang, like, I was familiar with them, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He was a part of them, things of
Yep.
that nature.
Yep. And Ab actually said it a few times. Yeah, when I was first linking with Ab in 2013 and he was 2014, 15, and I'm reading his post, hearing his videos, watching his interviews, Ab would always say that he was tapped in with the Murder Gang, Twiz. He would all like when he was shouting at OBH, he would always mention the Murder Gang. You know what I mean? And I was like,
Hmm.
who is that? Like, who is he talking about? Is that just some dudes who are like more savage than AR Rab? And you know what I mean? I didn't really put two and two together. But just recently, I was actually watching on Skinny's page, and he was putting up all of the old performances from the Murder Gang. And let me tell you, Skinny Me really did stand out. You know what I mean? He did stand out. But to see some of his history as a part of that group was actually just pretty cool. Um,
Definitely.
Skinny said, you know, he's like, "That's what I'm saying. Now, when I got AR Rab, Who Harder Than Me mixed, when I got on AR Rab's Who's Harder Than Me 3 mixtape, it was me and Ab and two of my Murder Gang members. I never left no man behind." Um, so Skinny Me actually brought his associates when he was, set to work with AR Rab. Um, what did you make when Skinny Me actually linked with AR Rab, man?
I feel like it was a great combination, man, because it's like, people knew Ab and to have Skinny Me, be a part of that vision. You know what I mean? People really saw like, that's how these guys really move out Philly, man. And that's what I loved about them. It's like, a lot of people from around the world, they see Ab and them and they like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my, like these guys, they stand out. But that's up and down the blocks of Philly all day. Like, that's what you're getting out there. So it's like to have these guys that can put it up in a rap form and really paint the picture. Yeah, I mean, as far as in the music form, it was a great thing, man.
Yo, salute Zaid. He said New Jerusalem, 6 Borough, the Bricks, 973. We rock with you, Mike T. Facts.
Salute to
Major salute
everybody
to
in the
you.
comments, man. Much love and respect.
So Skinny said, I made sure gang caught the wave with me. I made sure they knew all the contacts that I had. And that's an important thing in this game, making sure your homie is actually going to put you on his contacts rather than just think your competition. You know what I mean? It's like Saigon was actually speaking on this in one of our last interviews where, he wasn't scared about Benny the Butcher blowing up. And you know what I mean? He wanted to make sure Benny the Butcher had an opportunity to blow up. So he tried to give him the contacts. That's what a lot of people lack this day and age. They want to hide the contacts. But Skinny said to me, he's like, bro, I'm a star. I just got my own way of doing things. I don't rush nothing. My goal was to get all my guys out of the way first, then work on my shit. If you go back to a few of my guys' first mixtape, I made sure AR Rab was on they shit and Dark Low. Now thinking about this, don't got AR Rab on none of I don't got AR Rab on none of my solo shit. I only got that track with him on Who's Harder Than Me 3. And I be talking on one of Ab's intros. Other than that, I didn't use AR Rab, and we have 1,000 songs. Twiz, what do you make of Skinny Me not needing to use all of his AR Rab features, but he still has built a name for himself that people actually remember?
The star gonna shine regardless, man. It don't matter if the sun come out, if the moon come out. You know what I mean? When that star light up, you gonna recognize it. So at the end of the day, you know, he basically saying like I ain't milk Ab, salute schizo. Like, I didn't Ab was like really embraced Skinny, like the whole world saw it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skinny, he like I besides, Ab and Skinny, only person I seen Ab embrace like that was Dark Low, man. I mean, as far as like every interview, you know what I'm saying, speaking on him a lot. It was a few others that he pushed, but I'm talking about like consistently. And like Skinny, all the way up to the end to the time when he got booked, Ab always spoke highly of him.
Skinny continued on. He said, I know how to market myself. I stick out without rapping, so that's a plus for me. I only got 3 solo videos and 4 feature videos and a couple interviews. Twiz, how important is it for an artist to be able to market themselves? You know what I mean? Some guys we see sit around, sort of wait for it to happen. Sometimes you have a big homie like a Skinny Me who will go and make sure Arab is on his friend's project. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
how important is it for some to market yourself as an artist?
Man, it's very important, man. It's deeper than just being a hot rapper. We can see that just I can speak on the city of Philly alone, bro. We got a million hot rappers that smoke stuff when they rap, but it's like, they don't get a chance to elevate. If they have a YouTube channel, they not rolling in views, like they not anticipated. But it takes a lot more than being lyrical and things of that nature when you like a rapper coming from the gutter, you know what I mean? And Skinny wasn't the most lyrical. You know what I mean? He had a different way of pushing music, but it was the music, his character, and everything. You know what I mean? Everything had pretty much matched up. So, you got to have like the full package in order to stand out.
Yep, I feel you on that, man. I definitely feel you on that, and like Skinny said, he stuck out. He said, I stick out without rapping. So that's a plus for me.
Exactly.
One of the things I looked at it like with Skinny Me marketing himself, Twiz, it's like, okay, he's with the Murder Gang. That's a group, right? He's performing with them all over Philly Hip Hop Awards, getting nominations and all that, winning awards. He went on to work with Arab as a solo artist, you know, and as Skinny Me. And now he also bridged off to work with Little Johnny. He bridged off working with Little Johnny almost as a part of a duo, Twiz. Like This guy
Facts.
has created 3 different lanes for himself.
Facts. Facts. And you know, if he wouldn't have got booked, I mean, who knows, you know, the shoes he would be in right now.
Now, this is a little bit of a crazy thing that Skinny Me said to me. First, he had spoke on the his association with Lil Johnny. He said, "Yeah, me and Johnny
Hmm.
gonna be epic. It's just different how I see it with me and him. We both got swag and we both visionaries. See, I'm like a gangster Wiz Khalifa. I'm the cool kid. I'm a stoner. I know people who see me as a gangster rapper, but really I'm a stoner cool kid. Black Jeff Hardy. Twiz, can I get your reaction to Skinny Me saying he is like a Wiz Khalifa and a black Jeff Hardy?
Hey man, that's how he define himself. It ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? That's how he see himself, man. You know, what can I say? You know what I mean?
Yep, and that's a major fact. Am I pronouncing it right? Fatty? Fadi? Are you familiar with him, Twiz? That's Skinny's nephew, Fadi. And he's
I,
definitely fire. Am I saying that right?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I didn't really tune into him.
You're not
I
familiar?
yeah, I know about like, I know Osama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I seen Skinny Me posting him a couple times, and I'm gonna tap in with him, y'all. I'm definitely gonna tap in with him. Honey said, "Love the positivity. Thank you for tuning in for sure. What up with
Definitely.
you, the burner, the burner?"
The burner,
Um,
much love and respect.
Cody Walker said, "Twiz, is Skinny coming home?"
Man, God's willing, man. You know how it is when you fight them body cases. You be sitting on state road 3, 4 years fighting them Johns, man. You know, he fighting the body right now, so it's like sitting for a state bed to actually fight the case.
So I actually asked Skinny Me what's going on with this court case as well. You know what I'm saying? Just because I
Hmm.
know everybody wanted an update. You know, it's dope to hear Skinny talk about all the positive shit. You know what I'm saying? But he also told me, he said, I'm still going through that shit and I got a court for next year. They're
See,
trying to make me, they're trying to make me being this rap dude, they're trying to make me being this rap dude a crime. They on, they be on big wheelies. But yeah, you know, right now the industry is really trying to make being a rapper a crime. I see what he's saying in that, you know. Um AR Rab said in one of our interviews that the feds are on rappers right now, and we've seen it happen time and time again. G Herbo, um, number of rappers, Omi and a
facts,
Hellcat. Look what just happened with him. They're on him right
facts,
now, Chris.
facts. Unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. The burner, you already know.
Twiz, what do you make of the fact that Skinny Me's court date is all the way next year, though?
Yeah, every time I was booked and you know, I had like Sully's fighting bodies and people on the blocks and things. That's how they do it, bro. Like you could be on state road and you could be fighting like a robbery or something, and they give you 6 month court dates. But like you fighting the body, it's like you might be like, yo, I got court March 12th. March 12th come that morning, and the CO don't call you that morning. Like they call out for courts real early in the morning, and the CO don't call you, and then it's like now you're getting what they call like the legal mail, and it come, and then you got a subpoena for the whole for the following year. So it's like you gotta sit and still stress, bro. Like, you know, that's how they do with them bodies. They be stretching them court cases out heavy. People be on them Jones like 4 or 5 years up the road fighting them Jones.
Yeah, it was good to hear what Skinny Me had to say about his music and what
Hmm.
he had to say about, you know, his group members from the
Hmm.
Murder Gang as well as his affiliates like Little Johnny and AR Rab, man.
Hmm.
But I just wish the best for Skinny Me.
Definitely.
Hopefully Hopefully, we can actually get a real interview with Skinny Me in the near future. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really try to push on that Twiz with these guys because they have people in their family that they really need to spend that time on the phone talking to.
Facts, especially when it come to pick, like it's not too much like that's like out of every jail on State Road, pick always locked down, bro. Like they be locked down for nothing just because it's not enough COs to cover the block. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's when the pick is the most stressful jail to be in, bro, on that max side.
So I did not ask Skinny where he was, but somebody had asked in the chat earlier, is Skinny still at Pick? That's where
Yeah,
you assume he still is.
absolutely. Once you like if you overpick, you fighting your drama and you on the max side, they not gonna send you to the F. Yeah, I mean, most likely you gonna stay overpicked, bro. Even if you gotta go to the bucket, you might get out the bucket and they put you on a different block than what you was on. But I
Word,
never really seen nobody go from pick and go to like a different jail after that.
word, word. So yeah, man, we do wish the best for Skinny Me. We wish the best for Fat
Definitely.
Trell. Someone came in, Avery came in and asked, "What's up with Fat Trell, aka Fulio?" Fat Trell was actually sentenced to 30 months in the feds. Just so you know, Fat Trell was actually sentenced on September 24th to 30 months in the feds. I had actually seen a report a few months back that that was going to be his next court date. And I
Mhm.
saw a video in the last few days of a few people actually talking to the judge at his trial or his sentencing, I should say, Twiz, and it seemed like they were reading lyrics to the judge and saying to the judge, listen, we rap about shit that is street. We don't rap about shit that is, daisies. People are
Facts.
always going in front of the judge and saying that shit about some rap music.
Bro, right. They be trying to get their point across, bro. Like, man, this what we grew up around, man. I can't rap about fishing and things like that, bro. Like,
Yep, fishing, exactly. Now we appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. So what do we
definitely.
got next? What do we got next on the agenda? It looks like we told you guys we're gonna be doing a review on Dark Low's album Extreme Measures.
Hmm.
We got that coming up pretty soon. But also tonight we're gonna be talking about Vado versus Saigon, and we got to talk about Fredo Bang, and his whole situation with Def Jam Records. I don't know if you had heard much about that, but he wanted to buy his contract back from Def Jam, Twiz.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah,
When
we're
they
gonna get
you
into that.
definitely.
So let's see, Vado versus Saigon, though, man. Let's give our prediction for Vado versus Saigon. Um, Twiz, just so you know, this battle will actually be on beat.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
it's Yep, it's going to be on beat, and it's going to be more of a bar for bar thing. It's going to be more of a battle about who has the best lyrics, not sort of. It's not going to be a disrespectful thing, Twiz.
I know what
For
you're saying.
everybody out there who hasn't seen my interview with Saigon explaining the battle, the link is right there pinned up. The link is pinned up right now. So, Twiz, first of all, though, what do you think about this battle actually being on beat?
Um, you know, it's definitely different. You know what I mean? I agree with Avery also. It's going to be a tough one, man, especially with them being on beat and just like delivering bars. You know, um, we just gonna call it a respectful battle. You know what I mean? It's not no personals or no angles that nobody's going to use. It's just like I guess taking it back to the original essence of hip hop, where who's the better MC. We're gonna walk these beats down. They probably gonna rap off the same beat, then they gonna switch it or something. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's gonna be good for the culture, and it's gonna open up doors for other artists that still want to battle rap, industry artists and things of that nature, but don't want to give it the like a URL style of battle rap, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So more like an 8 Mile type battle or something. You know what I mean? So the
I hear
energy
what you're
could be
saying.
good.
That's a good little that's a good little breakdown right there, Twiz. It's probably gonna be they put on a beat, they're gonna go to it for more than like 1 round apiece, Twiz. Could it be 2 rounds apiece?
Um, it should definitely be more than one. It should at least they should at least it should if they going off a beat, it should probably be 3 to 5 rounds. You know what I
Well,
mean? At least three.
so they're doing a couple other things to sell this battle. They're doing a couple other things to sell this battle, just so you all know. They've actually got E Ness on the card. E Ness versus Big T from
Okay,
Chicago.
okay.
Um, they've got Charlie Clips on the card as well, Twiz. Charlie Clips versus Un P. What do you think about them, trying to sell the card with those other battles, as well as Vado and Saigon as the headliner?
And they gonna all rap off of beats. They gonna all battle each other off of beats.
I cannot say that, Twiz. I
Okay.
cannot. Do you think Charlie Clips would do that?
Yeah,
He
I believe
probably
so.
he
I
would. He
believe
could
so.
adapt.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe any person that rap would definitely shouldn't have in trouble walking down the beat. I feel like they're just trying to give you like the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? We want to take it to the artists that weren't just on the battle stage, and Ness obviously, he was with Bad Boy and things of that nature, so he did a lot more than just battle rap. But it's just different, man. I like it's just crazy right there with you saying that. Salute, Iceberg, respect,
All
bro.
right.
You already
Don't give your prediction yet, Twiz. We're going to take predictions from the fans, from the followers, everybody in the building right now. Give your prediction.
okay.
Twiz, Iceberg said it right here. He's like, yo, what's up, Mikey T and Twiz? Thanks for the skinny me update. Major salute to you, Iceberg. We appreciate you for tuning in. But he said, I'm going with Saigon over Vado. Um, these guys have a lot of history that we're gonna
Mhm.
break down. It's kind of gonna be the fly guy versus the gangsta guy. You know what I mean? In a certain way.
Yeah.
Saigon had said he's like, yo, Vado better not try to talk none of that gangsta shit to me. He could talk he could talk the fly guy shit, Twiz, is what Saigon said. Because Saigon was battling in jail in the yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
doesn't want to hear none of that disrespectful shit. He had said, if I
Facts.
hear any disrespectful, that's why Saigon said he didn't take the battle for so many years. You know, he said he didn't take a battle for so many years because he would more than likely punch somebody in the middle of a battle.
I feel them, man. Them battles get disrespectful.
Do you have any thoughts on MC War, who they are actually hosting this battle?
Not really. You know what I mean? Not really too many thoughts on them. You know what I mean?
Iceberg says none of them have commercial appeal, which is why it's going to be a great battle. Well,
True.
well, Vado, they tried to give Vado all the commercial appeal, right, Twiz? They tried to
Well,
put him with
yeah, you can say
Jeremiah.
that. Yeah, well, you can say that, but like, still, the style of rapper he is, he's still like a. I don't want to just throw him under the bus and say like he like an underground style rapper, but it's like you know what I mean. It's like he was never like a Wale and nobody like that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Is it a question of who made it further? Let's be honest. Is it a question of who made it further? Saigon was featured on Entourage. Saigon worked exclusively with Just Blaze. Saigon had a feature from Jay-Z. Um,
true,
you know what I'm saying? Vado worked with Cameron. Vado came out as a duo with Cameron.
true,
He got all that appeal. Vado actually had a solo deal outside of Cameron. Vado went on to work with DJ Khaled, We
facts,
the Best Music. He had radio records, My Bay, all over the record. Look Me in the Eye, produced by Scott Storch with French
Facts.
Montana. Relative radio success.
Yeah.
Which one was really bigger?
Oh man. I mean, we probably would have to definitely say probably, Vado. Even though Saigon had to join with Hove and all of that, but it's like,
And a record
who
deal with Atlantic Records.
true, true.
And
You know what
let's
I
not
mean?
forget he had Pain in My Life with Trey
True.
Songs.
Yeah, true.
Just
I
because he
mean,
didn't go back, just because he didn't go back and make a record like My Bay with Trey Songz, you're gonna fault the man?
no, not faulting them, man. Like it's a hard comparison. It's a hard comparison, Mikey.
Arab hit me up and said, "Yo, Saigon's Pain in My Life is one of my favorite songs." You
That
know?
joint definitely hit hard. I appreciate you be having attitude and everything too. Yeah, I
Word.
mean,
But yeah, man, so you got to really look at it like that.
that's true.
Just because Vado went and made My Bay, you know what I'm saying? So like what happens if this was the verses? If Vado played My Bay and then he came on with Pain in My Life. What do you think the reaction to that would be?
Man, you know, well, it's still a hard call, man. We went through this before, Mikey, on the verses, taking it back to even like the Dipset verses and all of that, man. It's all depends on how the crowd react when the song drop. You know what I mean? The crowd reaction and like you said, you reminded me of a couple songs. Sometimes you forget
Yep.
until these people, you be like, damn, that's right, he was on that John. So that's why I said it's like a tough call. And that's what's gonna make that battle so great because they're not using songs that they already got. They're not going off of, who did what in their career. They just putting beats on, doing it old school and seeing who's the better, you know what I mean?
Oh Jesus. Red Eye just came in and said, I just spoke to Saigon. He said he's gonna fire Vado up.
Yeah, that's possible, man. I feel like it could go either way, you know what I mean?
Yo, do you
He
think
said,
there's gonna be one part of the battle where Saigon says something? He's like, I was really getting it, and you was just with my bae.
yeah, he might get disrespectful like that, man.
Is that a, is that
Saigon, man.
appropriate? Is that appropriate disrespect though?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not. That's acceptable. So if we hear him say that, we know he was watching, Mikey. He like that's a good idea, bro. I'm gonna use
Saigon's
that,
probably
John.
already got that. He's probably already got that down. Yo, Trap Dower, man. That's a cool shirt idea, actually. Trap Dower. But yo, thanks for tuning in tonight, man. We really appreciate you. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out my new interview with Saigon, actually speaking on the battle with Vado. But excuse me, Fat Trel actually received 30 months in jail.
Cakewalk.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Red Eye said spoke to him on Lord Jamar about an hour ago. Oh, word? Saigon was on the Lord Jamar show tonight?
That's heavy.
Iceberg said Vado should bring out Dave East. Why? What's the point of
That
bringing out Dave
that
East?
that wouldn't be appropriate because they going back and forth, Iceberg. If it was like a regular versus, that would be different. But they really like, rap battling. Like
What if he has what if he has some sort of a back and forth with Dave East on a track and he were to bring it in for a quick 16?
that's cheating. Dave East don't got nothing to do with them two and who's the better lyricist. You know what I mean? This is different. Like I said, it's not a versus. It ain't about what material you got out here. It's who can rap better, me or you.
That's lit. I'm definitely gonna check out Lord Jamar on with Lord Jamar doing an exclusive interview with Saigon. He does some great work. Yeah, Trapped Hour. That's what Twiz and I were both saying that 30 months is not that bad. Earlier this year, um, earlier this year, Fat Trel was saying that he was thinking he was going to get 3 years. So, and that was at the beginning of the year, though, Twiz. That was in January. So this pretty much is like getting 3 years, or no? No, it
Yeah,
doesn't. It's not.
he
No, it's not
he
like
felt
getting 3 years because it's the
yeah,
time
it's
served.
4 months less. But even when he was saying he thought he would get 3 years, he knew it was going to be time served regardless. So it don't matter if you said 5 years. He's still counting from the day he got arrested. That's normally how it go.
The worst case scenario would have been if he got 10 years, if they had really hit him with the book.
Yeah, that would have been the worst case scenario, man. Like I said, especially when you're dealing with them type of burners, like, depending on your judge and everything, that's when they really try to nail you, charge you for each bullet and everything, man. So it's like, he made out as good as anybody could make out dealing
Right.
with that.
Especially with the fact that he got caught with the weapon as well as 10 rounds, Twiz, from what you're just saying.
Facts, facts. He made out great. He's sitting in his cell smiling right now.
Knowing that he'll be home shortly within 6 months or sometime in the beginning of 2022, maybe even
Facts.
this year. I don't really know how it's going to play out. I'm waiting to hear. Fat Trell was really hopeful that he would be out by the end of this year. You know what I mean? But Fat Trell's been hopeful for a few years now that he would get out. Max B
Exactly.
hopeful every year. That's what you got to do. You got to keep your head up in this situation. You know what I mean? You
That's
got
a
to not lose faith. And we've got our co-host Bond Simmons about to come in just a second. So that's why I'm holding off on the official predictions for Saigon and Vado. But I think, I hope you're over there still thinking about it, Twist, because I'm going to need an
yeah,
official prediction from you tonight, even though it's going to
definitely.
be hard.
Definitely.
Yeah, Iceberg. It's not a versus. It's not going to be them playing their music.
Hmm.
It's actually going to be a battle. I'm not sure how many rounds it's going to be, but it's going to be them spitting. It's not going to be a cappella. It's going to be on beat. There's been a few battles on beat. Did Fredo Starr battle Keith Murray on beat, or what was that?
Yeah, yeah, he did. This. Oh man, I'm just thinking about that battle, man. That show right there was crazy.
Oh my
Fredo Starr was holding it down. No, I ain't even going. Keith Murray's still a legend and all that. But Mikey, you know what? And somebody in the comments might know. I can't think offhand, but it's actually a battle league where that's what they do. They battle off of beats. It's like a rap battle league, and everything is off of beats. I can't think of the name of the league offhand, but it's actually going on right now.
Let me see. I think we got our co-host Bonds is about ready. I think Bonds is about ready.
Yeah,
Bonds,
man, that shit
Bonds,
crazy.
it's all good. Bonds got the core water.
Simmons,
So Bonds, right now we're actually talking
Salute,
about
gang.
salute, Bonds.
Saigon versus Vado.
Yeah,
These two are going to be battling on beat. Bonds, what's your take on that? First of all, it's going to be an on beat battle.
that's dope. Kind of like the versus thing, though, right?
It's not going to be. We were
It's
just talking about that, because Vado has my bay, Saigon has pain in my life. We're not going to see that. It's not going to be a
so
versus style. It's going to be them
more
rapping.
eight, more 8 Mile
Okay,
vibes, Bonds. More 8 Mile bond. I mean 8 Mile vibes. It's gonna be
Okay,
on that
so
type time.
it's not even gonna be in like a song format. They're gonna be just bar for bar, verse for verse.
Facts, facts.
Yep. Saigon said one of the reasons Saigon wouldn't take the battle was because, or not the battle with Vado, but he didn't want to battle in general because of the disrespectful nature of it. He said, "Yo, somebody's up there talking some shit on me. I'm liable to smack their hat off their head."
Mhm.
Um, so how do you compare these two guys though, Bonds? I broke it down a little bit. Saigon's done quite a few things in his career. Just Blaze, signed to Atlantic Records, Come On Baby with Jay-Z, Painting My Life with Trey Songz. Vado worked with Cameron, Boss of All Bosses, Dipset, DJ Khaled, unbelievable radio success with Jeremiah. How do you compare them?
I was just thinking that too because I'm thinking style-wise, I think it's going to be a good match because you got bars. I think Vado got it with the metaphors and the bars and all that, but with the aggression and the raw presence, Saigon has that. And when in the head-to-head battle, that counts. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a thing of, you know what I'm saying, the wits versus strength. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a battle of, this is going to be a match of styles. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see who, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to be that aggression or is it going to be that skill that take it. You know what I'm saying? Head to head.
Yeah, Twiz Bonds, first Twiz. I think these two could really have done it without beat. Their voices are that powerful. I feel that they could have done it without a beat. What do you guys think? First, let's go with
I,
Twiz.
I feel like they doing a beat just because we know what's going on like in the battle rap culture right now. They need to do something different for guys that's not a part of URL. And shout out to you, World Prophecy. That's exactly what it's called, verbal war zone. Um, like I said, 8 Mile vibes. It's just the vibes is different. Where it's like they could have did it without a beat, but they probably just giving it a run. Or even like you mentioned, the Keith Murphy. I mean the Keith Murray and Fredo Star battle and things of that nature. That joint was a little sloppy, but they had an idea where it's like, this is what this could be different for people that's not a part of that league.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah, and I did see that verbal warfare joint where they was battling on the beach joint, and I think it's gonna be dope, man, for the culture. I can't even like I said, as far as the winner, you know what I'm saying, but
Well,
I think
Bonds, we're not getting to the winner just yet, and I'm
right.
gonna need that prediction because this battle is happening on October 3rd. It's in Atlanta. We
Oh,
fit,
well,
yes, we fitting to pull up on you, Bonds. But first I want to know. In my interview, Saigon said Vado is more popular than me, but he's nowhere near better than me. Bonds, comparing their careers, who has had the bigger career in your opinion? Like I said, um, Saigon was signed officially to Atlantic Records. Vado was signed to Cameron. Vado was signed to DJ Khaled. Um, Vado worked with Jeremiah, had the major successful My Bay. Saigon, he worked with Trey Songz. He didn't come back with a cookie cutter joint. He came back with Pain in My Life, trying to make a Brenda Got a Baby type record. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Saigon has done records with Jay-Z. Come On Baby. Vado worked with Rick Ross. Who do you think, man? Who do you got as a bigger career? Not just more popular, but who has had the more worthwhile career?
Damn, that's a close shave because
I'd even mention Entourage.
right, because things like that, and then he got an album with Just Blaze, you know
Right?
what I'm saying? That's major. But and so see, Vado was linked to Khaled, but he didn't have no album with him. You know what I'm saying? He never had an album with him. You know what I mean? He did have the Boss of All Bosses with Cameron.
Right?
So that's what I'm thinking. Because it's looking like with Vado. What I'm trying to say is it's looking like with Vado, some of his situations didn't transpire the way, you know what I'm saying, Saigon's did, even though he did have more looks. So that's why I would say it's even.
And even though Saigon's album, the greatest story never told, that album really never panned out the way it was supposed to either.
Right. But I will say Vado is definitely more relevant than Saigon, especially at this point in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Is all right. That's a good thought, Bonds. I really appreciate that thought. So let's get into the predictions on this one, man. These guys are going. I don't know how many rounds it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be determined based on rounds. I don't know if one of these guys will potentially tap out. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to be the case with this whole situation. I don't, like I said, I could see
Yeah.
them guys going without beat. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to run out of shit to rap about. So, Twiz, I'm going to bring it to you first, bro. I want to know, who do you think is going to win this battle, Vado or Saigon?
I pick some.
Yeah, like it's real hard, man. I ain't gonna hold you because like our bonds broke it down, man. I'm saying, and Mikey, I ain't gonna hold you. You got the comparison. You you make Vado get put under the bus, man. You be like, Saigon that did this, Vado. You had somebody sitting there thinking like he is right. So, man, I don't know. Like, Saigon can possibly take it over. Just how Bond said with his aggressiveness. You know what I mean? His aggressiveness, face to face battling, you know, and that's not to discredit Vado, obviously, but we talking about a face to face
Yeah,
battle where it's like,
what we talking about, and it's not the discredit Vado, right? It's demeanor. Vado, like
true,
nigga, I got a calm demeanor, I got a smooth demeanor. So if I'm battling
true.
DMX in the street battle, he's gonna be aggressively growling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to be extra.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? To meet his aggression.
true,
So it's just who he
true,
is.
true. The only way I think Vado can probably, pull a rabbit out the hat. It depends on what he say and how he says it. He
He gonna
gotta
have
understand. He gotta understand the energy that Saigon is going to bring.
right.
He's going to have to pretty much. He going to pretty much kind of make him look foolish of the things that he's talking about. But other than that, you know, Saigon might get over on him due to the style of his rapping.
What he gonna play bully ball?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
well,
Hell ball.
Bonds, in my interview, Saigon said multiple people hit him up and said, "Yo, you need to bully that dude. Just bully that dude." And he's like, "No, that's not what I'm gonna do." He's like, "First of all, me and Vado are cool. This."
Hmm.
He said this is going to be a very respectful battle where it's based on the lyricism, and that's where I think Vado. I mean, that's where I think Saigon is going to key in. I think you're going to care more. I think his lyrics are going to hit a little bit harder than Vado's lyrics. Just me personally, and that's why I'm going with Saigon. So we got two Saigon Bonds. I'm gonna bring it over to you.
Nah, you right, because what I will give you is that Saigon is aggression, but he is kind of passion, and he does have a story. So if he tap
Hmm.
into that element, he could kind of circumvent Vado. You know what I'm saying? With if he even come because that's even harder than hard type shit. You know what I'm saying? If he come from that angle, you know what I'm saying? He been to prison, he been through shit if you come through all of that, I mean, that is an element, but
Wow.
I don't know, man. It depends on who. It depends on how dudes prepare, man. They both got the tools.
True,
Either one got the tools to win. It depends on
true.
who gonna be sharp, man.
Do you see Saigon taking a shot at the song My Bay?
Nah. Well, yeah, he gonna have to. Matter of fact, because he gonna have to neutralize that bomb. He gonna have to neutralize that some way. That's one of Vito's biggest claims. So
Yeah, because Vado's probably gonna rap something about being on the radio and getting play. And
right,
where was he?
so
What was he doing?
on that.
And then he's going to come back and be like, well, that radio play you were getting is because you had a cookie cutter record called My Bay.
Basically, in a nutshell. In
But
so many words.
but Saigon was saying they're not going to be getting disrespectful with it.
That's
You know,
what
I
they
just
all
don't.
say.
Right? Your confidence kick in.
Man, oh man, free Biggie with the weight off. That's right, free Biggie with the weight off. Free Fat
Definitely.
Trel. If you're just tuning in, before we get to our next topic, we'll address this one more time. Fat Trel had been going through a number of legal issues, Bonds, you may or may not be familiar with. At one point, he had got caught with counterfeit money. At another point, he had been charged with a DUI as well as possession. He had got locked up and also charged with possession of a ghost gun, which Twiz tells me he is very aware of what that is.
Yeah, that's the guns that they get piece by piece and put together, right? Them untraceable shits or something like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, over there in that area. That's
So
decent.
Fat Trel was looking at 10 years in jail, Bonds.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if you were tuning in earlier to hear when we were speaking, but Fat Trel was actually sentenced. Trel has been waiting since January of last year, January of earlier this year, 7, 8, 10 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And he was expecting his sentence, and it just happened on September 24th. He was sentenced to 30 months in jail, Bonds, 2.5 years in jail.
Oh, he came off then. I mean, and, you know what I mean? And compared to what he had, you know what I'm saying? What he was looking at, I'm saying.
Facts.
You know?
Yep. So and he's been sitting up now, Bonds, for about 2 years, maybe a little bit less than 2 years, but right around there.
Right, because I was wondering, like, I was wondering, I like Fat Trel. I like Fat Trel music. I like his, you know, I was wondering what was up with him. It's crazy. I didn't even know that. I knew he was going.
So coming, what'd you say, Bonds?
I was saying I knew he was going through some case. I heard he caught that ghost gun case. Like I heard like 2 years ago that he caught a case, but I assumed he was out on bail or something. I didn't know he was in jail all that time. That's where he been. That's crazy.
Did you hear about the counterfeit money in the casino case?
That was before that case, right? A couple months or something. I think I did. I heard about
a year.
Various back-to-back situations. Yeah.
Bonds, what do you make of that, man? Did he just have some of the prop money from a music video shoot and say, hey, I'll give it a try at the casino? Or is it deeper than that?
I mean, we out here. You got to have multiple streams of revenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Got to be out here, man.
Facts.
I've seen the Mark Wahlberg movie. What was it called? It was Contraband. Did you guys see that one with Mark Wahlberg, Contraband?
Facts. Definitely.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, they sell like 30 million in fake money for like 2 million in real money or some shit like that.
Facts. Yeah. Some real good grades. It's some real good grades in fake money, man. And you know they
I would ask for more input. This is a very sensitive subject that I don't want to talk about.
Damn, Bonds. So I guess I shouldn't read this comment right here where a real Philly OG said, counterfeit in a casino, dummy.
Yeah, that's true, though. That is true, real Philly OG, because anybody from the streets know if you got that fugazi bread, I don't care how roll it look, you keep that on the streets, bro. You know what I mean? And you read between the lines with that. You know what I mean? You keep that thing on the streets. Let me get one of them Johns. I got the bread right here.
Machiavelli says Trel was signed to MMG, wasn't he? Yes, Fat Trel was rocking with MMG after he had left working with Master P. Bonds, do you remember when Fat Trel started working with Master P and Alley Boy? I believe they were called like the Louis V Gang or something.
Oh, nah, I didn't remember that.
Right. Master P picked him up, and then Rick Ross showed interest. He dipped from Master P right away. Bonds, what do you think about that? I mean, logical?
Yeah, I mean, he had to do what he had to go do. I'm not gonna say it's logical for somebody to jump. I mean, yeah, I would say logical. I'm not gonna agree or say it's right. You know what I mean, for somebody to jump ship. But you know, if he's seen a better situation, which is looks like a better situation.
I don't know, Bonds. when Fat Trel, let me break it down a little bit for you, man. I was talking with Twiz about it earlier. You know, when Fat Trel said to Master P, "Yo, I want to work with Chief Keef on this record," next thing you know, Fat Trel has a record with Chief Keef. Fat Trel goes to work with Rick Ross. Fat Trel goes to work with Rick Ross. Where's the, you know what I mean? Master P was making shit like that happen.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what dudes do. That they get caught up in the name, and he, you know, is Rick Ross, and you know he wanted to mess with Rick Ross. Like, you know how that go too, bro.
Fly Prolific says that was some sucker shit. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because if I was in a position, you know, if I was like Mikey T working with Master P, and then Rick Ross called and he was like, "Yo, you need to come be Maybach Mikey T. It's no more No Limit movie star. It's Maybach Mikey T." I would be like, "Yo, Ross, that does have a ring to it." You know what I'm saying? Does that come with a first class seat to Miami?
Ross probably gave me that.
What up, Twiz?
I was saying, dealing with them type of things, you don't know who offered what. Like Master P is more of a person where, listen, all you got to do is this, you do that. He going to teach you independency, where every artist might not be ready to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, real rap, Philly OG, you know what I mean? But like somebody like you working with Rose, you doing the joint Rose, like, yeah, I can hit Drake up right now,
No,
bro. You want to work with
Twiz.
Drake?
That's Rose.
Yeah, it's Rose.
Rose. You got to put a little.
Real rap. Yeah, Rose. You drinking pineapple Ciroc out of coconut somewhere, chilling with Rose. Where Master P, Master P, that's Uncle P right there. He gonna come out with his
eating
P.
at the Foxwoods buffet with Master P.
He got his P Miller sweatsuit on, hat to the back. Like, come on, man, I'm telling you, man. He wasn't trying to make him say, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know,
you want him to do a
Rose,
mixtape,
man.
Nah, I'm telling you guys, if Fat Trel had an idea, he could have brought it to Master P, and Master P would have made it happen like that.
Nah, that's a fact. But you know, he probably wanted to be affiliated with Ross. Like, you see how Kanye did, man. When Jay-Z, you know, Dame put him on. As soon as Jay-Z and Dame broke up, he said, "I'm going with Jay." Man.
So do you think Master P this day and time could have did more as far as setting him up with artists than somebody like Rick Ross?
Well, I mean, now that we have the ability to look back and see what happened, Fat Trel never secured any release date with MMG. You know, he never really got an album out with MMG. He may have been featured on the Self-Made joints. I'm not too sure off top of my head. But if he would have stuck with Master P,
there you go.
He potentially could have got a deal with Alley Boy. You know, because that's what they were working on. Putting
got his own Slutty Boys label deal, or I mean, Master P was going to teach him how to get money.
And then once you have the group, you break out as a solo artist.
Thanks. I feel like if you in the industry or you dealing with somebody like Master P, no matter what, I'm not saying he didn't or he did, but you should always have that relationship with somebody like Master P. You know what I mean? Because he is an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? He can teach you how to get streams of income. You know what I mean? He can teach you a lot of things, man. So he is definitely an important person to have a relationship with. But I also feel like people that Master P deal with, he give them the option. Like, you know, if you're gonna go ahead that way, you can go ahead that way. It's not gonna be no hard feelings. He's just gonna look at it like you losing the opportunity with dealing with me.
Chris says, I get it though. Remember Mystical's career took off when he left P? No album until after he left P.
But his name came from P. Like, we remember him from P. We remember him from them No Limit days. You know what I mean? And at that time they was lit. We not going to trip. They was the you know, No Limit was they just bring energy. It start off slow and then the song, the beat it drop, and they just have so much different melodies and tunes going on in one song, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come
and
on, man. Who?
And just to be correct, Mystical was back with No Limit by his second album. After his album Mind of Mystical in 95, he was back with No Limit by Unpredictable, Ghetto Fabulous, and Let's Get Ready. His fourth album or fifth album, Let's Get Ready in 2000, he actually went back to Jive to release that
Facts.
album and the Tarantula album.
Facts, because you gotta remember, Mystical was lit even with the man right chair. Like that joint was lit. Like the energy was crazy. So whoever, I forgot who said that in the comments, they probably comparing it to like Shake It Fast and the Tarantula and all of that. But that all stemmed from look at what he did for even for Snoop, man. You know what I mean? Who else could have got Silk the Shock or lit like that, bro? Like,
Oh, real shit. See, but P ain't the dude. P not the type of dude that's gonna take care of people. Like P gonna lead you. P gonna lead you to the water, but he ain't gonna. P not gonna feed you. So dudes probably with P thinking they gonna get fed. I'm not.
Fly Prolific disagrees with you. I think he said Ross is going to teach you how to eat. P is going to teach you how to fish.
That's a fact. You hit it on the nose
like
right
that.
there.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like P,
but one thing we gotta remember, Fly, you know what I'm saying, is that Prolific is that everybody ain't ready to fish. It's like you might have somebody like, yo, bro, you trying to teach them how to do something. They be like, no, can you just set this up for me? Can you just do it for me?
Right.
Sometimes a lot of these artists that when they come in, they still be fans of these guys. Like, yo, bro, that's Rick Ross. Like, I want to feature with Meek. Like, I remember listening to him. Like, anything, it'd be the smallest things, and that's what be happening a lot of times with guys.
Shit's crazy, man. Yep. We got another topic to talk about, you guys. We got to talk about Fredo Bang, man. Fredo Bang was actually, he put it on his Instagram and he tagged Def Jam and he said, how much for my contract? I'm going somewhere. I'm valued.
Def Jam?
He tagged Def Jam and said, how much is my contract? I'm going somewhere that I'm valued.
My question is, why do it on Instagram? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that the proper, way to go about that? You adding Def Jam through the dog on Instagram, bro. Like, I feel like just do it. If you can buy your contract out, we've seen it done times before. I can't think of too many artists offhand. It's in the back of my head right now, but it's a couple artists that, they bought themselves out the contract, man, and you gotta respect it. But why do it on Instagram like that? If you're gonna do it, get it out the way. Speak on it in your music. Speak on it in the interview down the lane. Everything don't gotta get broadcasted like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, man. Def Jam is a heavy record label, Twiz. We've known them for housing major names. They put out Rick Ross's albums, among others. But what's your take on him actually wanting to buy his contract back, Bonds? They had actually just put out an album from him last year called Most Hated. And that album actually, from what I'm reading, the album debuted at number 110 on the U.S. Billboard Top 200.
Oh, yeah. Because what he had that song, I know he had that song that when I see you joint,
right? He had a joint called Vest Up.
He had that joint with Lil Durk too.
Let me see. What did he have with? He had Little Baby on Get Even, and he had Bag Talk with Moneybag Yo. So he had quite a few features on there.
He was on the joint with Durk too, right?
Nah, he did not have a joint with Durk that was actually featured. He had YNW Melly.
Oh, that's his album.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the album. When that album came out?
The album actually came out April 17th, 2020. So it came out
last year.
18 months ago, I guess. So I see why he's upset because
he just dropped the joint with Dirk. That was this year.
You know, we've talked about it over the last few blogs with guys like Banks and Young Buck who came out hot and then they didn't get to drop another album for 2.5 years. I guess Fredo Bang doesn't want to be on that list, Bonds.
Yeah, because you know the label they drop you and they put you out and they do it when they put their product out when they want to do it. They play another, man. Yeah, the top. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I'm on everybody top. Yeah.
And so now he's got a new hot song. He kind of did it. I mean, looking at this track record for most hated Twiz, I see he has Vest Up, Yo Slime, Waiting For. You know what I mean? He has a bunch of gangster cuts. I remember when Lil Durk signed to Def Jam back in the day, and his first record was it was called what was the joint? No. That was his warm-up record. This Ain't What You Want. But then he had a record with Jeremiah. What was that record called with Jeremiah?
Mm-hmm.
It was called like Remember Me or something. Jeremiah.
I can't tell you that name off top.
It was called.
I gotta get my lighter.
All right, you Gucci man. So it was called Like Me, and it was basically a girl track, and it kind of seemed like Def Jam didn't understand Lil Durk Twiz because Lil Durk hasn't blown up from making cookie cutter Jeremiah music, has he?
Definitely not at that time. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say? Yeah, he's talking heavy. Chris says Def Jam is not the same though. Man, when was Def Jam the same? They tanked Lil Durk's first album.
Yeah, and that's the thing that nowadays is different than where you had to have those machines behind you. These artists is getting smarter. For him to be able to buy himself out the deal, it's like, bro, like I can make that and more. I don't need y'all to. My name is already out there. Just let me do what I gotta do because I know what I gotta do. So let's get this deal out the way. And it happens a lot of times.
Yeah, Bonds. I was just saying, Lil Durk's album on Def Jam tanked. His album was called Remember My Name, and it sold 28,000 copies first week.
28? Man.
28,000 copies first week. His second album, Lil Durk Two Times, it actually sold, wow. Yeah, it sold like a little over 12,000 copies in a week.
Still with Def Jam?
Still with Def Jam. You know what I mean? And look at the major star that Lil Durk has become now, Bonds.
Through consistency, bigger features, and stuff though. He grew. You know what I mean?
Another guy that I've seen Twiz try to buy himself out of a contract, or I guess he did, was Money Man from Birdman.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Bonds, I guess Money Man just thought that was going to be a hot move at first. Go work with Birdman. But what do you think? What up, Twiz?
I mean to cut you off. You know who else bought themselves out of contract? Correct me if I'm wrong, Rollo.
I think he asked Gucci Man to drop him because he didn't want Gucci Man to waste any money on him.
Okay, I thought he bought his way out the contract or something with Gucci. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I had heard some shit like that too, man. But I had also heard him say that he asked Gucci Man to drop him. What do you make of that, Bonds? Rollo asking Gucci Man to drop him?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. That was before the case?
That was before the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably because of the case.
America joint, you know what I mean?
Probably because of the case, you guys? Him knowing it was coming?
Could be.
No, probably because he knew that he just had boss intentions. Like, I don't want to be under nobody. That's what I think this is the type of individual Rollo is. Like,
yeah,
I'm not no employee, and some people they just be like, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I already got a relationship with you. We done did music. It's time for me
Right.
to spread my wings.
Mhm.
He just seemed like somebody that wanted the full potential out of everything he did.
Right.
Well, Gucci Man actually said he has another chain for Rollo when he gets home, Bonds. Why go in that route if the man already asked to be taken out of contract with you? Why come back and be like, yo, I got another chain for you?
Well, probably just, saying it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Still all respect. It probably, you know what I'm saying, it was an amicable split or whatever. It was probably business thing. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Because normally people got to spend a lot of money. So if Rollo, like you said, if Rollo got his own money, right, he like, listen, I'm spending my own money. So if it comes to that, like if you spending your own money, then we might as well change the dynamics of the situation. So they could have both came to that resolution, like, you know what I'm saying? He could have just been like, yeah, I told him to drop. You like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Gucci is. If it was any kind of funny thing, Gucci would have said it.
Yep. Yep.
He would have said it like immediately.
Twiz, do you think that Rollo is gonna have to sign back to Gucci Man when he gets out of jail?
Nah, no, Rollo, whatever he touched, he turned it to gold. All he need to do is go home, get home, and he gonna elevate just because of who he is as a person, what he did for people. He put people in so much good predicaments. You know what I'm saying? Once he get his bread rolling and all that, he don't even have to rap. He could be like the owner of a label. He can start. You know what I'm saying? I know he had like a team and all of that, but he the type of guy where he don't even got to rap, man. He got the A1 hustler mentality. So I don't think he ain't signing no deal when he come home. I doubt it.
Well, he said this. He said, "Yo, Q, from Little Baby's CEO.
Yeah, CO
What's the label called again?
300.
No. That's Lear Cohen's label. What's the Migos label called?
Oh, you talking about
QC.
QC the label?
Right. So
Oh,
Rollo actually said, "Yo, I need Q from QC to pull up on me, pick me up in the Wraith with $250,000 in blues." Um, Twiz,
P?
I think it's got to be. Was it P? P, right? Is it P or Q?
You talking about P? Probably, yeah, P.
Yeah, P. So I think 250,000 is a little light, though, you guys. Like, come on. It's got to be more than 250,000 that Rollo has when he gets picked up from jail.
I don't think he's saying it for a deal. I don't think he's saying it as far as like a deal, like give me 250 and I'm with y'all. I think it's more so who knows what he done did for people before he went in, man. He just that type of guy, man. You'd be surprised, man.
I know,
You
yeah,
know what
not
I
for a
mean?
deal. Yeah, I know, not for a deal. You're right. Because I
Hmm.
mean, like, we just saw Yo Gotti drop 1.5 million on Moneybag Yo. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true.
So I mean, 250,000 probably doesn't even look like that much anymore to a guy like Rollo. So
No, but it due to a hustler, man. And not saying in a negative way, but when you really know what to do with money, he can get 250 from here and he can work with that 250, or he
Money,
might
yeah.
get 250. Yeah, he might get 250 from four different people. You know what I
right,
mean? And
but
he
If you get
but
money in
Twiz,
large increments and you get it very often, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how fast it takes you to get to 250 or get you to a million, like
that money's gonna be gone right
it
away.
could be a lot.
Rollo, they're gonna be driving, they're gonna go past the car dealership, and Rollo's gonna see a car that's worth like $700,000. He's not even gonna be able to buy it. Like it just doesn't.
no,
That's too little money.
no, because like the average person, that's an average rapper. That's the stuff that they do. They get 100,000 and they spend 60,000 on the chain. They do this and that, and now they killing themselves trying to get their money back up. But Rallo, if he had 250, he
Cabin,
gonna invest it. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
a lot of
He's used to having money. We talking about Rallo, like Rallo ain't your average rapper, bro. If it's like three of us, we could all be in one room. We can all get 50,000 apiece. Mikey, me and you might burn at 50. Bonds might turn that 50 to 200, then turn that 200 to, like Rollo got a different mentality. You put money in his hand with him coming from scratch, he gonna do the right things with it, legitimately. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
because
just
some
like
people
giving
look at
it.
money differently. That's what I'm saying. Like you look at money differently. Like you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Money is something that most people look at money as something that they could buy things with. For other people,
Exactly.
no.
I'm just saying, I don't think
You don't.
250 is enough to go pick Rollo up from the jail with.
Straight
That's
cash.
just, you
Yeah,
know,
straight cash. I don't think it's enough, man, because he's gonna go to one dealership and then he's gonna have no money again. So it makes no sense.
Nah.
but he would never have all his eggs in one basket, even if that 250 do come to him. He got people on hand right now that's when he
With a
come
black
home.
card.
Exactly, like he put too many people in a good position for him to have to worry about, blowing money. He gonna have money where he can have fun the first week or whatever and ball out. But he one of the last people that's gonna ever be struggling with financial issues, man. No matter if you came
Chris,
home.
how much fun are you really allowed to have, man? Because you're under the watchful eye. You got to report back. It's not like you can stay out all night and day and go party like you're in Vegas. Like, how much fun can he really have at first?
Fun is from freedom. When you come home from jail, you happy to eat off of a plate, to use the bathroom regular, to walk in and out of certain stores. Like, man, I'm about to go get a pizza or something. So it's like,
You could
you
bring
know,
the party to you, man. You ain't gotta go to the party.
exactly. The
You
things
got
you take for
5 people
granted.
in the backyard, nigga. Everybody gonna be over there, man.
Exactly. To be at a get together with other celebrities. We saw how what's his name? What's the guy name? I can't think of his name.
Well, we saw how
Bobby
Gucci
Smurda.
Man, we saw how
Bobby
Gucci
Sm-
Man did it when he got home from jail. He was filming
ex-
all sorts of music videos from his house because he couldn't leave his house.
exactly. Gucci Man, Bobby Smurda, even though Bobby Smurda ain't come out and drop no hits, but you see the excitement of him just coming home, being around certain energy, because it's like, dang, I'm back out here. Like it's like a dream come true getting released from jail.
Word. Hell yeah, man. And actually being able to, have money, like crazy money, like guys like Kodak Black have. Bobby Shmurda comes back to crazy money. Rallo's coming back to crazy money. I'm not so sure about Fat Trel though. You know what I mean? I don't know if, like there's going to be a couple different aspects like the buzz. There's a whole buzz waiting for Rallo. There was a whole
True.
buzz waiting for Bobby Shmurda when he got home from jail. I'm just not sure if that's really going to be there all the way from Fat Trel. I know we got a lot of people in the chats that come in and show support to Fat Trel though.
True. God's willing,
They
he can
gonna
get
be
the
around.
money he God's willing, he can get the money he need to elevate. You know, um, he need to make that happen because that's when your money not elevating coming out of a situation like that. Those are the things that force your hand that put you in tight predicaments again. You know what I mean? Where it's like, bro, this ain't working. I'm about to do this. You know what I mean? So, hopefully it work out for him.
Yeah, man. I hope those guys can come home. Obviously, it's going to be an interesting time in hip hop when these guys come home. I'm looking
Fact.
forward to it. They can't really keep Rollo down for much longer. Hopefully, we got an update from him in the next few weeks. The update on Fat Trel getting 30 months in jail. Skinny Me talking very positively, man. He's got a court. He has a court date coming up next year, but he was sort of just reflecting on some of the things that he's done in his career. And we've got some more to talk about with Skinny Me, though, in the next few days, though, Twiz, as far as his relationship with Leaf Ward and all that. Right now,
It's
I
heavy.
want to. Right now, I want to open it up for open questions. If anybody in the chat has any questions tonight, Bonds, what's going on with you, man? What you got on your mind, bro?
Ain't shit, man. Grinding, man. I just came through this back from this little hip hop fraternity joint, man. Just planning some things, man. 2022, trying to re-gear. Virgo season was big, you know what I'm saying? Birthday did a big, you know what I'm saying? Been doing a lot, so I'm just refocusing, man, thinking about the next project. I got an artist. I just picked up a couple artists, but I got
Steady.
one particular artist that I got a couple artists that I'm gonna be managing, but I got one particular artist I just signed, this young boy, man, 16-year-old kid, he's dope. I just took him to the studio. We dropped the first single.
And
Um, so in the next coming weeks, you know what we're gonna do, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That's
we're gonna
what's
bring
up.
everything to the table and chop it up the right way and you know what I'm saying, put it out. But getting ready for 2022, man.
yes, sir.
That's what's up, Bonds. That's great, man. That sounds good. Petty Murphy says Dark Low is on fire right now. Well, Petty, man, have you heard Bonds Simmons' new record with Dark Low? It's called Free the Men. Yeah, Dark Low is spreading his wings. He had several features on that new Extreme Measures project, Twiz. He had
Fire.
Vado on there,
That project,
Styles P on there. He had some people on there, man.
Panero.
that project is fire, man. Salute.
Facts. That joint was fire. That joint was definitely fire.
You've heard the whole thing already, Twiz?
Yeah, I heard the whole joint. That joint hit different. You know
Oh
what I
Appreciate,
yeah.
mean? That joint. Yeah,
appreciate
that
that.
joint. You already.
Yeah.
You know what I
Freedom.
mean? Bond Simmons quality of music, period, man. It just give you mean, it give you a mixture of that, original hip hop New York feeling all the way up to even now what's going on. So, you mean you keep it versatile, bro. Much love and respect for sure. Keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
You
Appreciate that.
already.
Trying, man. You know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep pushing for sure, man. You know what I mean? For sure, man. Yup. You know.
So what was different about Extreme Measures compared to his other two albums he dropped this year, Twiz?
Man, I just feel like every time Dark drops something, it's just like new and improved every time, man. It's like, he just happened to not miss a step. You know what I mean? And like we was talking before, Mikey, like, Dark got stuff in the tuck, man. He got stuff in the tuck. So I wouldn't be surprised of what we see drop, throughout the time of him having to sit down for his bed. It takes a lot to sit up here and really push and record. You working with this producer, you working with this guy, this guy. It takes a lot to do that when you in the situation that he was in. Cause a lot of people won't even care about none of that, man. Cause it's like it's stressful, man. It's depressing. Like, man, I gotta go in and really sit, bro. Like, so that just shows you um his work ethic, man. His work ethic. But definitely like with having like Panero and people like that on the joint, like that joint that just it was different. Psych
That's what's
Wallace in
up.
the building.
I can't wait. I can't wait to review that joint.
Now that
But
joint was fire though, that album, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Word,
Facts.
how'd you like the features that he had on there? Did you hear the record with Vado?
Yeah, Dream of Vado was dope, man. Vado did his
Facts.
thing on it. Vado verse
Who
was
got who? Who got who, Bonds?
um I don't know. I like Vado, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I like when Vado the way he ended his verse, like, you know what I mean, spring to spring. Yeah, I was like, nah, I don't know. I can't say I mean Dog Low style is different. Like, you know, he's real gritty and I like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but
Facts.
they both did their thing.
How'd they work together though? How was their vibe together? Was it a
Yeah.
match?
Yeah, it was a good play. It was the, you know what I'm saying? It was the goon and the goblin, like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Hmm.
fire.
Oh, word, it was the Goon and the Goblin. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. And Twiz, I know we're gonna do a review on it, but how was Dark Low sounding with P?
Man, it just was like kind of like, man, it just was, P always keep it grimy. Yeah, I mean, and Dark is like, he give you that OG Philly style in his rap. So, you know, to have them two collide on there, man, it's like, damn, bro, like I wish I could have heard, you know, more of them two on the track. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, who knows? He might still have other things in the tuck with P. But it was definitely a good John, like definitely,
Wow, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Were you excited to see that he was working with Styles P? That was their first feature together, right?
definitely, definitely. You know what I mean? You know, the only other John I heard, even without anybody from OVH, was Ab and P. You know what I mean? I heard they had a John, you know, years back. But that John with Dark and P, like that John it hit different.
5.
But yo, Twiz, you want to go ahead and give your drops, man? If anybody wants to ask some questions, if anybody wants to send some questions, send them in now. If anybody wants to support the channel, hit that Cash App Mikey T Movie to support the channel. Follow SV Twiz right now. Twiz, hit him with your drops, man. You got a movie with Vodka. Many people might
Definitely,
not know that in here watching us right now, but Twiz actually has a short film he directed. He's making another short film, which he needs your help with. Talk to the people, Twiz.
definitely, man. I appreciate you, Mikey T, man. But this SV Twiz, the hood blogger, like Mikey said, I got a short film out right now called Torn Apart with Vodka Thousand Proof. You know, it's real life of what's going on out here on these streets right now. Yeah, I mean, and I got another joint in the making, you know, and I'm just trying to perfect it, man. You know, Oskino's supposed to be in the joint, yeah, I mean, and a few other guys. So, you know, if y'all interested in like, you know, being a part of the film or anything, you want to be a part of the cast, you want to be an extra, DM me at _twist215. Other than that, you know, I blog my city, you know what I'm saying, the city of Philly. You know, I got interviews also on my channel. You know, I talk about random things, you know, real life stuff. You know what I mean? And y'all know how we carry it, man. We on Report Card Radio with my brother Bon Simmons, my brother Mikey T, the movie star. And y'all know how we carry it, man. It's only one way from here, y'all, and that's up. Much love and respect to everybody in the chat.
So I got Twiz's new movie, Torn Apart with Vodka. I got the link right here. Everybody can go and watch it right now. If you want to be a part of Twiz's next movie, you can contact him directly on his Instagram. So everybody go check out the movie. All you got to do is click that link right there and, you know, give Twiz some feedback. Let him know what you think. Let him know what you think, man. Definitely hyped to
Definitely.
hear what everybody has to say about that. Now you guys know Bond Simmons. He's the rapper of the group. Bond Simmons
Definitely.
actually has a new project out right now. Like we was talking a little bit earlier, it features Dark Low. Free the Men is the song. Bonds' new project is available on Spotify. Tell them a little bit about it, Bonds.
It's called Local Legend. Quick listen, man. Less than 40 minutes, man. About 12 joints on there. Got Kid, Dark Low, Bigger Rankin, a young boy Zagu out. It's fire. It's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I put my heart, soul into it. Appreciate if you check it out. You know what I'm saying? Give me some feedback. Let me know. Got some videos on YouTube to a couple of the joints. Some visuals. Did a documentary on the whole album. That's on the YouTube page, Bon Simmons. I'm highly active, man. Tap in with me if you like good music, man. Yo, Mikey T,
Definitely.
did you see the battles?
I did not see the battles, but we had Kaboom on the
Oh,
channel
Bond.
last night.
I seen them. I seen the battles.
Oh, you saw the battles.
Yeah, I seen them.
Oh shit.
Dang,
All right.
Bonds. We needed you on here last night, Bonds.
I seen them shit. All of them.
Oh shit, man. Damn, we had Kaboom on last night. He was recapping them. I
Oh
guess
yeah.
we don't really have the right title right now, but what was the
Yeah.
standout? What was the standout battle of the night last night, Bonds?
The best battle, the most competitive battle was the Philly dude Chess versus Easy the Block Captain.
Easy.
Philly,
Yeah.
easy. That was my first time
Everybody.
seeing Easy battle. know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
easy,
He
easy.
did his thing too. Easy did his thing. I like him. That was the
Yeah,
best battle.
everybody gravitated to that battle a lot, man. That was a dog fight for real.
Yeah, that was a dog fight for real. That one was a dog fight.
Yep. Yep. Actually, New Jersey Twerk, Kay Walker, and Kaboom all said that that was the battle of the night.
Yeah, that was it. The
All right.
Reed joint was, man.
Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves,
Yeah,
Bonds. Uh, so
yeah.
you actually ordered the show?
No,
All right, then we don't need
I
to go
got the
looking for
app.
you, you lucky bastard.
I got the app. The cat. I
All
got
right,
the
so
app. So you
so
watch for free.
let's talk about some of the battles. How was Hollow the Don's battle, man? We're gonna be talking to Hollow
That
this
was a
week.
good battle. That was the second battle. That was a good battle. I like that battle. Yeah, Hollow versus K Shine. That was a good battle. Hollow did his thing. Yeah, Hollow did his thing, man.
Was it a 3-0? Some people were saying it's a 3-0. Is that accurate?
If it could maybe, but it was like all three of them was close. It wasn't like crazy, dude. But technically, I could see how you maybe, or maybe 2-1. I don't know, but yeah, I see Hollow won though. Definitely, he won. Like he won clearly. Like not by he didn't kill him, like, but he won. Everybody, he won clearly.
Twiz, did you have any questions about that battle in particular?
No, I ain't really had no questions. We like, we got into it heavy, I'm saying, last night and everything. It's good to hear Bonds, I'm saying, recap on it because he wasn't able to make the show last night. So, I'm
Yeah.
just listening right now to Bonds.
You seen that shit too? You ain't see it?
No, I ain't
I
see the John.
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't see it.
Fucking with Smack, he probably ain't gonna put them. I don't know. He might put one of them out. He
Man,
probably
that
put,
John be out now. We be waiting a year and a half for Smack to release them Johns.
that's why I sat there and watched the ball because I was like, man, let me just watch.
So let's talk about John the Don versus Sue Surf. A lot of people were saying that John was he was in deep water.
That was a 30. He was in deep water. That was a 30. What you could do is maybe second round you could say was it was a 30 though. Second round was closer. John ain't the second round was John's best round. You could say it was debatable the second round, but nah, he got 30 though. I fuck with John, but he got 30. Surf came prepared, man. You know what I'm saying?
How was his reaction, like his facial expressions to when Surf was going at him? It seemed like he was like sort of trying to play it down like Surf's bars weren't phasing him.
Yeah, he played he held it. He held it. You know what I'm saying? And I like John, man, but yeah, Surf got him, man. Surf 30 to man.
Primo, you definitely did, Primo. I see you, bro. You definitely called that John, Primo.
I'm not even too familiar with Surf like that. I don't, I'm not a battle rap fan to the capacity where I done seen multiple of these dudes battles. I'm saying no like that. So, but we been
Facts.
talking about it. So I watched those ones, and I fuck with Smack. So I done been to a couple battles, but I don't really be on it like that. But I watched them and served 30 of them.
Did you watch Calico versus Geechee Gotti?
I watched that too.
How was that, man? I didn't really get
It
an
was
official breakdown.
it was good. Geechee got him. It was good. I think
Geechee got him?
yeah, Geechee got him. I think it was maybe the second or third round, which Calico kind of he fought back a little bit, but yeah, Geechee got him. That might be maybe 2-1, but some people might say that he 30 them too.
Was that the main event?
I think they did main event that because they played that last. That was the last one.
I had heard about that. You had heard about that, right, Twiz?
Yeah, that was the last
Facts.
one.
Yeah, facts, Mikey. You spoke on that last night. Remember when
Mhm.
I thought Reed and Moot was the headline, but I was wrong about that.
All right. Lou Castro, Arsenal. We haven't heard too much about that.
Yeah, that was good. I like Lil Castro. He battled at the other joint that I went to in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really? So he's active.
At the Civil War joint. He battled who was that he battled? Oh yeah, he battled what's that dude? Damn. He battled the dude. I'm thinking of his face right now.
Where was the battle?
In North Carolina. It's called Civil War. Who's that dude he battled? He
Jack Boy Maine.
Jack Boy Maine. That's who it was. Jack Boy
Okay.
Maine. Exactly. He battled Jack Boy Maine there.
All right.
He battled Arsenal at this joint.
How'd he fare against Arsenal?
He was good. He did good. He got that like the first 2 rounds. I think I missed a little bit of the first round, but I caught like half of the first round and the second round. Arsenal kind of got him. He fought back in the third round and did good. So it turned out to be a good battle. You may give it to Arsenal on the experience. You got to give it to Ars probably. Ars, he didn't beat Ars, but he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? On that third round, he came back. And I like him. He got some little stage presence and all that. I like him a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Ars got him.
So now we're going to talk about the battle that Kay Walker told me today was a decade in the making, Twiz. He said this was like a decade in the making. Reed Dollars versus Murda Mook. A lot of people are saying the battle was lackluster. Kay Walker explained to me if you were a certain age, the battle might have went over your head. But he said, certain age, the battle was not lackluster, man. Bonds, what was your take? Were you bored with the battle or did you love it?
Nah, I got a little bit bored.
You got bored with it?
I got bored, man. Towards the third round, man, I walked away, man. I was like, I'm good. Seen enough.
And this wasn't even the last battle, and you walked away?
Yeah, I paused that. I think I was because I had to watch it on my phone, and you had to watch it, and a lot after like the third, I was like, nah, let me check on my phone and all that messages. I was like, yeah, I was tired, bro. They was putting me to sleep.
Are you serious, man?
I love both of them niggas though. Let me say that for the record.
What'd you say?
I said I love both of them, just for the record, because I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting the battle. You know what I'm saying? I know they prepared and made.
That's a true opinion right there, Bonds. You know what I mean?
I'm keeping it 100.
Facts.
I owe that to Mikey T. I can't. You know what I'm saying? He want me to tell the truth and be authentic, man. I owe that to him.
Yeah, you sort of did keep it all the way real when you said you checked the messages on your phone. Yeah. Really. But anyways, so Bonds, could you call a winner on that one or not really?
Maybe Mook. Nah, Mook. You gotta call Mook. Mook got it because Mook metaphors and shit was better.
You're the first one I'm hearing say Mook though.
Well, dude said Reed got it.
Everybody's saying Reed got it.
People were saying Reed got it because they said
Philly dudes or Philly dudes
No. Like a lot of people from Philly was disappointed about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Philly dudes to me have been saying it.
Yeah.
No, that ain't true. It's not true.
Oh, it's not true.
A lot of people were saying that Reed won, but the battle was weak, and they said that Mook wasn't the Mook that he could be. Like he wasn't Mook versus Tay Rock. And like I said before, I feel like it wasn't no angles that either one of them really had. Truthfully, like it was like that was my opinion.
Mook had more metaphors. Like Mook was spitting metaphors. Like his flow was his flow was a little bit dry and kind of dated maybe. But his metaphors, he was coming with a lot of metaphors, and some of them were good. They was better than Reed's metaphors though. Reed was more personal though. I will give Reed that. Reed was more personal, and he was matching aggression. But I just felt like if you just want to strip it down to Penn alone, who's skilled, who seemed like They was a better writer. I would have to give it to Mook, even though it was a book. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a fun battle.
Yeah, that's 100 right there.
Real shit, you guys. Man, I really appreciate y'all tapping in and Bonds giving us that recap. It's great because I spoke with Kaboom and I spoke with Kay Walker. Now we have Bonds, actual panel member, giving us a recap of the battle.
Yeah.
So it's dope to hear, man. And Bonds, how did you fare in your predictions, though, man? Looking at it, I got all my predictions right, seemingly. How did
You
you fare
did.
in your predictions?
I didn't know Surf was going 30. I thought John was gonna come a little bit more than he came with.
You went John.
Yeah, I think I predicted John. I was wrong 3 times for that.
And you predicted Murder Moot.
I predicted Murder Moot.
And you
I was
predicted
halfway wrong about that.
let me see. I don't know if you did a prediction on Hollow and K Shine, though.
I don't think I did, but Hollow got him.
Wow.
Hollow won.
Interesting, man. But yeah, you guys, so that'll do it for us tonight on the hip hop panel. Free the bros, skinny me, free fat Trel, free AR Rab, y'all. We'll be back with more updates. Like I said, we'll be back with a review on Dark Low's new project, Extreme Measures, later this week. If you guys want to check out my new interview with Saigon, I have it pinned up in the chat right now. And remember, everybody in here who follows me right now, I will give you the immediate follow back. Follow me on Instagram, Mikey T _ the movie star. Guys, Bonds, anything else you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Follow Bond Simmons, follow back, man. You know the vibes. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. 4 Card Radio. You know the vibes.
Right, y'all. Follow Bonds right now. I'm going to put it up.
Definitely.
So it's just one click away. Follow Bonds right now. Show him some love. If any rappers out there want to get a feature from Bonds, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to him. Or if you want him to do something, if you want to link up with Bonds, he's one click away right here. You know, follow for a follow. And of course, follow my guy SV Twiz. Twiz, do you have anything you want to say before we get up out of here tonight?
Man, you already know. I said it once, I said it twice. You know the slogan. It's only one way from here, y'all, and that's up.
Facts.
We're on the way, y'all. Twiz's Instagram is right there. Bonds' Instagram is right there. And my Instagram is right here. So everybody shoot us a follow, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. Respect.
Next episode. Ooh.